President Trump gave a speech from the Oval Office last night. I will give you some highlights and, of course, some brainless reactions from La La Land coming up today on The Hollywood Conservative. The president gave his first Oval Office address last night. President Obama did this 3 times over his presidency. It's been used over the years for momentous speeches and for the delivery of historic addresses. Presidents have utilized this method of delivery for many important reasons. But I don't know anything more important than the issue of securing our sovereignty and our safety as a nation by building a wall at our southern border. At the beginning of his address, President Trump gave some very startling statistics, and statistics that people who only watch MSNBC, CNN, and the rest of mainstream media, they don't hear because the mainstream media doesn't talk about it. He talked about the fact that every week, 300 Americans are killed by heroin alone, 90% of which comes across our southern border. He also cited the fact that more Americans will die from drugs this year than were killed in the entire Vietnam War. Our Border Patrol and ICE agents, who we truly should be praying for on a daily basis because they are the front lines of security for us at the border. But in the last 2 years, ICE officers made 266,000 arrests of illegals with criminal records, which include 100,000 assaults, 30,000 sex crimes, and 4,000 murders. 1 in 3 women who are coming across the border illegally are assaulted during that trek. Children are used as pawns. President Trump said that this is the cycle of human suffering that he is determined to stop. He spoke about the crisis from the heart, but also in terms of dollars and cents. In working with Border Patrol agents, they requested the amount of $5.7 billion for a steel barrier at the border. That is absolute pennies compared to our national annual budget. The wall would pay for itself very quickly. The cost of illegal drugs flooding across our border exceeds $500 billion a year. The wall will also be paid for indirectly by the new trade deal that President Trump made with Mexico. President Trump also made it very clear that Democrats, like Chuck Schumer, have very staunchly supported a border wall in the past, and that only now they oppose it because this president is in office. Now, since I'm here in Hollywood, let's take a look at some of the celebrity reactions to this address. Rose McGowan, possibly the thirstiest woman in Hollywood, said this: "Trump was grooming hard tonight. Hitlerian rhetoric, wake up, fight back, or sit down, Democrats." Really, the Hitler analogy again? Someone needs to get her a history book very quickly. And Alyssa Milano. No, wait, Alyssa Milano is definitely the thirstiest woman in Hollywood. Anyway, she said this: "Straight lies from the Oval Office are nothing new. What is new is that real Donald Trump is losing base support and fast, and his failures pile up." At Speaker Pelosi, at Sen Chuck Schumer spoke truth to faux power as they pulled at the threads of an unraveling administration. Actually, President Trump's approval among his base is doing really well. We are all actually really pleased with the fact that he is standing strong on this and is keeping the government shut down until Democrats come to the table and fix this. And actually, my dear, the most recent poll by Rasmussen showed that his approval rating was 49% and disapproval at 49%. By the way, at the same point during Barack Obama's presidency, he had 46% approval with 53% disapproval. And that's a general poll, not just his base. So you can imagine how we as his base feel. Get your facts straight before you tweet, honey. Otherwise, you're just going to look like another Hollywood hack peddling your #MeToo narrative for publicity. Speaking of women trying to get exposure off of this president, Stormy Daniels weighed in and she tweeted and said this: "If you're looking for anything even remotely worth watching tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be folding laundry in my underwear for 8 minutes on Instagram." Shameless. But closing out with a positive note, my favorite line was when President Trump said, "They don't build walls because they hate people on the outside, but because they love the people on the inside." I love my fellow Americans, and so does this president deeply. Please, Democrats, do the right thing. The American people deserve your loyalty over your desire for illegal votes. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Amanda Head, the Hollywood Conservative for The Riffle. If you enjoyed my commentary and want to hear more from all of us here at The Rebel, subscribe to our premium content at www.therebel.media/shows. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Twitter for all of our latest news, and download our app for The Rebel Media on the App Store. That way you'll have instant and easy access to all of our latest videos and your favorite Rebel shows. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Amanda Head for The Rebel.